Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Total Control with Huesca. We come into a run of 4 consecutive home matches. Now, obviously, Atletico and Real Madrid are going to be complete free hits, and we're just going to see what we can do against them. But Sociedad and Betis, now Sociedad are a bloody good side, but we showed what we could do against them in the away game, so I see no reason why we can't do that at home. And then we've got Betis in, honestly, I feel like if we beat Real Betis in that match, that's what keeps us in the league, honestly, because it puts our opponent right down there. And I genuinely think that's what it's going to do. That and Getafe losing at home to the bottom club. That really is a disgraceful result for them, and that could genuinely be what sinks them down. Gives us a 4-point cushion over them. And that's going to be a lot to pull back in only 7 matches, particularly as we've got a lot of winnable games still with Betis at home. We've got away games against both of those two and a final day match against Alaves. I think there's at least 2 more wins in there. And I think genuinely, if we win 2 of our remaining matches, that's probably going to be enough, as that will put us on 37 points. Now, I just had a little calculation in my head. And by head, I mean my phone, because I'm not that good at maths, as to what our form's kind of been. Just looking at the league, the way things are standing at the moment, we've got 31 points from 31 matches, but what we've actually got is 31 points from 21 matches, given that we lost our first 10 matches. So since then, since match day 10, we've won 9, drawn 4, lost 8, and that is a ridiculously good record. Just to give you an idea, if you extrapolate that sort of form out over a full season, we'd finish with 56 points, which is probably comfortably enough to get us a top half finish if we played this way the entire year. And in fact, we'd probably be battling for the outskirts of those European places with 56 points. So that's just how good we've been since the turn of the season. And I think that's why we are, if we carry on this form of about 1.4 points per game, and that includes the bad stuff. Sorry, no, it doesn't. What I'm talking about. If we carry on this form of 1.4 points per game over the next 7, then we shall comfortably earn at least another 10 points and actually get to the 40-point mark, which would be quite nice. But I do want to stop by the training here and really have a little sort out of this, because this is not what we want. Like, recovery and travel here is fine, but I want to remove the attacking patient and do what we generally do in these situations for these games. So we'll go for teamwork 1 in here, nice and easy. Remove both of these 2 and replace them with set-piece training ones. It will simmer things down a little bit and work on the areas we need to. I've given up on trying to change our corner tactics and our defending set-piece tactics for free kicks. It just seems futile at this point. I think we're just going to have to score more goals in games where we concede them like that. That would be something I would definitely work on if there was a second season, because that has probably cost us an insane amount of points this season. It's unreal. Capo is also going to be suspended, so that means Walker Peters is going to be coming in. Or Miramon, not sure yet. But that's fine, because it means that once he serves his suspension there, we'll have him definitely for the rest of the season. And that's pleasing to me, because he was excellent in that last match against Eibar. Dealt with De Blasis pretty well. Like, still only got a 7.2, but look at that. Luisinho with an 8.3. Lots of strong performances across the board. Galan and Chong weren't amazing. And it makes you think what could have happened if they had been good, frankly. Because if Juanpi comes back and performs, then there's a lot on the line there, I'd say. Juan Hernandez, amazingly, still only won 18% of his headers, despite scoring 2 of them. It's crazy to think that he scored 2 headers in that match. Probably the only 2 headers that he won, it would seem, and missed 3 one-on-one opportunities with his feet. One of them was just way too difficult to even be called an opportunity, but 2 of them, he's got to be scoring at least one of them. That's what I mean. I can't remember the last time that he went through on goal and actually scored it. I think it was against Villarreal. He actually did score a goal from going through, but that's the only one I can remember. While we're here, we might have a look at this for the rest of the game coming up to the game against Real Betis, because this is certainly not happening. Could put a teamwork session in there instead. Match tactics, I'm all right with that. Defensive shadow play, attacking... we definitely don't want an endurance session. Just trying to make sure I get them in the right spots. And we don't want a physical one either. That'll be fine. Put the teamwork a little bit earlier. Luisinho, Jovanovic, Insua, Malera, and Hernandez are all in the team of the week. Very nice. They pretty much expect us to be read like a book at this point. But that's fine, because I can't read. Oh, okay. Interesting times here. Valladolid are playing Vallecano. If Vallecano win this, I'm officially saying Valladolid are relegated. That's it. They're done. They're surely done now. They'll have played 2 more matches than us and are 7 points behind. I think that's them officially relegated. Or certainly not finishing above us. Because when you look at their record down at the bottom, they've played more matches than all the teams above them by quite some amount now, and are already still trailing by huge distances. I honestly don't think that Betis are going to get relegated either, because their record's pretty decent as of late. But moreover than that, I think Getafe and Girona are just so bad that it's a race to the bottom for those 2. They are circling the plug hole, so to speak. Like, think of La Liga as a bathtub right now. So you've got Real Madrid, Barcelona, they're floating on the surface. They're the rubber duckies of the league. Whereas the likes of Leganes and Valladolid, they're essentially detritus and little clumps of hair, waiting for someone to pull the plug so they can be flushed away. Okay, pretty much tactical briefing. We're going to go positive. No, actually, we are going to hit early crosses. There we go. We do want to be distributing quickly, though. Okay, so what have we got? This is looking very good for us. Look at this. Betis at home to Real Madrid. Probably going to win 4-1, knowing the way Real Madrid are this year. Getafe, they're away at Athletic. Of course they bloody have. Real, what is your damage, lads? Like, what is going on here? 3-2 defeat to Real Betis now. How are they top of the league? They've lost 4-1 to Vallecano. They've lost 4-1 to someone else rubbish. Valladolid, was it? And now they've been beaten 3-2 by Betis. Fine, I guess. There you go. 2-0 win for Athletic. And again, Getafe just keep on dropping. Lagana's got a point, though. Nice for them to finally woken up. But you can see Betis have now leapfrogged us onto 33 points, but that's another defeat for Getafe. Now, they're 4 points behind us, and we've now got a game in hand on them, albeit today. But you can see that we really are starting to pick up points against these. We're just looking so much better than all the teams down there right now. We look almost like we're in a false position based on our goal difference. Anyway, this is going to be tough. Well, we're going to be missing these two as well, with the Carpo out is the main concern for me, to be fair. That's the big thing I'm worried about. I don't trust Walker Peters. I'm going to put Miramon in. I feel like he's probably going to do a better job there, to be honest. Chong's good. Everyone else is going to be staying in. Hernandez, fair enough to him. Like, he did a great job against Ibar in front of goal. He scored 2 goals. I can't really argue with that. But what I would say is he could have had 5, to be perfectly honest. And he should have had a hat-trick. Like, he has to score 1 of those at least. He really is struggling with those one-on-ones. At the back, we'll keep this as it is, keep everything nice and stable. I am concerned about losing Ibrahim Amadou to a yellow card, but I don't really know what we can do about that. So on the bench, we're going to go with Gaia, Walker Peters, Willock, Woodburn, Angel, Rivera, and of course, Gabby Mangas. So, inside forward, deep line playmaker, wing back. Ooh, interesting. In the anticipated tactic, they look like they had a Trek out on the left-hand side, but it appears Juanmi is their danger man. We know that they're vulnerable to facing this system. Of course they are. This bodes well, to be honest. They've won a lot of games lately, though, including putting a decent amount of goals past teams down towards our area of the league. Look at this. Juanmi scored 4 times against Vallecano. He's clearly their danger man, without a shadow of a doubt. Girona again. Pavon, another good player. Through ball outside the area. Play shot 69%. Then again, they've only conceded 13 all season. And then a 1-0 victory over Vigo. A bit tighter. William Jose, actually, the striker, got the goal. What about the formation analysis? See how they've actually done. So when they've played against it, wow, okay. When they play against this, they concede a lot of chances. 9 chances to put compared to 3 created. We could be in for something tonight here. Again, if we've got to go for it like we did against Ibar, sit on like that for the entire match. I think there's going to be chances for us today, genuinely. In fact, the only thing I'm going to change is not tackle Juanmi so hard and not tackle William Jose so hard. But apparently they want to go in hard but fair on Christian Pavon. Everything else. And also we're going to close down Teo Hernandez a little bit, like we did in the second half against Ibar, because that really did rocket us towards that match. And I think we need to do that again now, against albeit a much better opposition. Pavon's the top scorer and the best assister, but Juanmi is such an important player for them. Pavon again likes a dribble too, that's fine. Let's have a look at the scout report quickly. No players out missing. Not great in off-the-ball movement. They love a bit of marking, though. I'm cautiously optimistic about our chances in this match, because they play a very, very similar approach to what Ibar did. And I think had we stayed on positive for the entire match against Ibar, we probably could have scored. I don't think we conceded that goal. I think that partly came from us sitting too deep and being a little bit over-aggressive in the tackle. And now with a home team here, I think there's a chance for us to get a real big scout. Admittedly, we'll end up losing 4-1 now or something, but it's a bit of a free hit. We're at home. We've got a good home record. I think we've still only lost 1 match at home since we moved over to this. I'm fully content to go and really push for this one. And I'm actually not sure that Chong is as big a problem as I thought he was. He's still not been amazing in these games, but he's done all right. I think Juanpi's definitely better. I think having Malero back in the last match, and obviously a Carpo back in, really, really did help us. Now, Miramon's going to have his work cut out today against Juanmi. That much we know, particularly as Chong does not like to come back. Juanpi's often in this position a bit deeper because he has the comes deep to get ball trait, which means I often find that his starting position is just slightly deeper, so he can get involved in the defensive side of things a little bit more than Chong, who just kind of sits there. I just want to see Juan Hernandez score one of those one-on-ones before the end of the season. I think he's got 1. He should have about 6. Just 1 more before the end of the year and I'll be happy. Although it would be nice if we got a couple of headed chances for him today, because let's face it, he did a bloody good job in the last match. Considering we play low crosses, he scored a couple of great headed goals against Ibar. So maybe there'll be a chance for us to do that today. I don't know. Our press is... I don't know what's changed. We weren't conceding anywhere near as many fouls as this when we first changed over to this style of play. And we're not being uber aggressive with our... opposition instructions, so it is kind of strange that we're conceding a load more fouls all of a sudden. But we came through the adversity of conceding from an indirect free kick against Ibar. Maybe we can do the same today. Hopefully we won't have to. Pavon. Oh no, Pavon does love a dribble. We've got to get back here. Out wide for Teo Hernandez. Chong's nowhere near him. Oh, that was a big chance for them. Oh, God. Luisinho is getting shredded here. Oh, dearie me. Luisinho is absolutely getting shredded by Christian Pavon right now. Pavon is just able to pick the ball up and just drive straight past him like he's not even there. And the moment he does that, nobody's marking Willian Jose. It's dreadful defending from after that point. But, I'm actually going to turn off the tight marking on Juanmi and go after Pavon instead. He's clearly their most dangerous player. We need to try and take him out of the game. And maybe if Luisinho could sit tighter on him, he won't be able to dribble past him because he won't be able to get a run of speed up. I think he's gone past him a couple of times because he's been able to get the ball and run at him. Still only 2 fouls committed though, which is nice to see, I suppose, but it might be part of the reason we're not getting a lot of the ball. Not conceding any free kicks though, which is a bonus. Chong, round the side for Galan. Can he pull it back across for someone? Hernandez! Really nice play from us though to actually get in behind and create something there. That was better. I just don't think we're being quite as aggressive as we could. Ooh, that looked like a foul on Hernandez. Oh, and Hernandez has won it. Watch him not score here. Go on, lad. Yes, he's definitely not scored here. Of course not. God, out loud, man. Like, he's got the ball. He's completely through. And he just... Hernandez, and it's a good stroke. Well, we've actually hit the target there. When played in behind. Oh, can he slip it across for someone? Malero! What a save that is. Rulli with an absolutely top-notch stopper. We've come right back into this match before half-time. Catch them on the break here. Create another couple of chances. Chong, and that's cleared away into touch. All right. Luisinho has been really poor today, and I do wonder if Jose Angel might be an option here, honestly. Look at the amount of play they're getting with the ball in the 19 spot, too. We're already going after Teo Hernandez, though. I don't really want to overdo it. I think closing down Pavon has really made a difference. I've not seen him go past anybody since then. Like, he's still been good, but he was good before that. Luisinho has played really, really poorly, but it might be because he made a mistake for the goal. I just don't feel like I can risk it. I'm going to bring on Jose Angel for the second half. I think he's just been too bad. I still think there's a lot to play for in this game. We're only a goal down. We've actually not been bad towards the end of the half. We created a couple of really good chances. I think we should have scored at least one. Well, not at least one of them. I think we should have scored one of them. There's very little difference between us. We both had 4 shots, 2 on target. Both created 2 clear-cut opportunities in this match. The only difference really, okay, now one more, is that they've taken their chance and they've got a bit more of the ball. But we need to go and do something about that. But again, it's nice to see us creating opportunities. If there's one thing this team knows how to do, it's create chances. We just haven't got anyone to put them away. I genuinely feel like if there was a second season of this and we found a striker that could actually put the ball in the net, then we probably have the ability to challenge for the Champions League places, to be honest. Because as things stand currently, we'd be on for a 56-point season, which is just outside the European spots kind of level. And if we had a striker, God knows where we'd be. Because they've definitely improved in this second half. And by that, I mean they've had some more shots. I mean, what's this then? Oh my god. Some of the defending of set pieces has been like, even if I set up the players perfectly to never concede set pieces in terms of the actual instructions on them, some of the ways that they're conceding goals, you feel like would just happen anyway. They're just so bad. And we're also going to go on to attacking for the final 25 minutes of this match. It feels kind of harsh to be 2-0 down in this one, to be honest, but it's utterly shameful, some of the defending we see from set pieces, both corners and free kicks. It's crazy. Gael's over the top. Hernandez is one touch to set himself. Can he finish? Nope, of course not. That would be ridiculous. Lovely ball in behind by Gael. Hernandez, tight angle, sure, maybe, but, like, come on. Willock! Amadou! Oh, God. Out wide for Jose Angel. Lots of space for a cross. Finds it. Hernandez! How did he win that header? Costas. He's putting good ball already this season. Oh, loads of space for Yaya Toure! And a great save by Rulli. He's been not a good... Yeah, I think, honestly, I would have preferred Walker Peters over him now. It was a poor choice. Go on, Chong. That's well played. Can he slip it in behind for someone? Don't know what Hernandez is playing at here. He's come deep for some reason, despite us being on the counter-attack. Toure. Jose Angel. Toure. Back for Jose Angel. Get in the box, lads. Ball in. Chong's header, and it's over the crossbar. He has to hit the target there. Rudi's ball downfield. This is going to be so similar to the first game against them this season, where we play really, really well, create opportunities, and just don't score. I think we did score in that game too, but do you know what I mean? Like, play really well against a top side, and just don't... I guess the difference is, it's one of those things where they're just a better team than you, and they're going to take their chances more than we have, and it's pretty evident today. Like, we've had the opportunities in this match. It's nice to see us create stuff in games, as always. It's just frustrating when we just can't take them. We just can't take the chances. It's actually quite insane just how good we've been this season from a creative standpoint. The number of chances and clear opportunities and great strike there from Yaya Toure. And just the lack of ability to actually put them in the net has been quite unfathomably poor. I feel like this team is literally a striker with the ability to finish a chance away from being a very, very comfortable La Liga side at the moment. Because we've got a tactic that really does suit us and plays really well against most sides. Just the inability to take the chances we create with the tactic has been the issue. And I don't think there's anything we can do about that tactically. I don't want to slow... The only thing you could do is maybe slow the tempo down so they take a little bit longer over the chance. But the problem is that slows the entire tactic down, and that might not work for us. I think, unfortunately, it's just a question of finding the right striker for the tactic, and we just don't seem to have that striker at the moment. He's our top scorer, sure, but he should have so many more goals this year. He should be comfortably into double figures. I think he's had the opportunities... Oh, God, I don't know. I wish there was the chances missed statistic we could look at. Good performance-wise overall, but conceding some annoying goals and didn't take our chances when the opportunities fell to us. Simple as that. The first goal, I can't really fault the tactically side of things. I think that was just... Actually, no, I can fault my opposition instructions because I did not go after Pavon early enough. He did nothing for the rest of the match after that, but he did that, and that was all we needed. And the second goal was just classic set-piece nonsense from us, unfortunately. Wasn't our day. That's fine. We're still in a really good position right now at 4 points above the drop zone with six games to go. See what else is this weekend, though. Not this weekend. We're on a Wednesday. I'm still going to criticise the team, though, because that was poor. I assume there are some other games tonight. Oh, no, maybe not. That was the late game. See if there's any games on... Ooh, Girona are playing Sevilla tonight, so we'll go and have a look at that game too. Post-match analysis, like, Ivanovic did alright. Malero made a lot of errors, which is a shame. But again, key passes for Yaya Toure. Luisinho made a lot of mistakes. Yeah, that'll happen. Just one of those things. They're just a better team than us. We just didn't quite have it. I think this is one of those games where if we had a better defence and we're a little bit better overall, we might have got something. But that's something that happens over time, I feel like. Juanpi is back, and that means he'll be back for the Betis game. But the problem is we're going to be missing old boy Amadou, although it weirdly didn't actually say that, did it? Wow, Girona do actually grab themselves a point at home to Sevilla, but it's not a win. It's only a point on the board for them, and it keeps them right down there towards the treble zone. They're not neither of those three sides are getting wins anytime soon. I think if we beat Betis in the next match, that might genuinely be enough points to keep us up, because that would put people on match day 33, and we could then be potentially as far as 6 points clear, maybe even 7. And I think that would probably be enough to keep us up already at that point, because I do not see teams like Getafe getting to 36, 37 points. I just don't see it happening. I think if we beat Betis in that home game, that might well be enough to keep us in the league already, even though it would only be 34 points. Because Getafe would have to somehow then get 8 points from their final 6 matches, which just isn't happening, is it? And Valladolid would need even more points from that, particularly as they've already played 33 matches. So I think that a win in the next game... And the thing is, we've still got a few more chances to win, remember, because we've got Alaves at home on the final day. I'd like to hope that we don't have to win there. But we also got to go away to Girona and Getafe. And honestly, I think a win in one of those games would be enough, which obviously away from home will be quite difficult, but we've proven that we can do it. So that's what's coming up next. We've got Betis, which I think is the perfect time. If we can beat Betis in the next match, it would be massive, because then we go into the games against Real Madrid and Atletico with a bit of a weight off of our shoulders a little bit. We could go in there sitting pretty comfortably if we can grab a win and go up to 15th place. A lot on the line here. They're missing a lot of players, and yeah, Amadou is suspended, so we're going to have to play Rivera as a defensive midfielder against Betis, and that could cause us some problems. But on the plus side, Juanpi's going to be back, so and Acarpo is also going to be back, so that right-hand side is going to be stacked for the Betis game, and I think we've got what it takes. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, in spite of the defeat, then drop a like on the video, that'd be glorious, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.